Hi everyone, welcome to the One Code Camp channel. Let's go ahead and have an exciting SQL tutorial tree. So in this first video, we'll guide you through installing MySQL or MySQL and MySQL Workbench. So whether you're a data enthusiast or a seasoned database professional, this step-by-step guide will have you up and running in no time. So let's dive in and begin our SQL tutorial series with a strong foundation for efficient data management and analysis using MySQL and MySQL Workbench. Let's get started.
So, MySQL or MySQL is a popular and powerful database management system, and it is used to store and manage data for websites, applications, and various software. It allows you to organize, retrieve, and modify information efficiently, and making it essential for many online services and applications. So, to do that, we're going to use MySQL Workbench, and MySQL Workbench is a user-friendly visual tool, and it helps us to learn MySQL by providing a graphical interface that we can interact with our database. And it helps us to make our query building, data manipulation, and database management easier. So using it can simplify our learning process and makes MySQL more accessible, especially for those who are new to this. So let's go ahead and start. Now open up your browser. Now this installation guide is for Windows, so yeah, let's go ahead and open up our browser and go to Google. There you go. And then just key in MySQL or MySQL in the search bar and hit enter. And as you can see, there's the MySQL here. This is the official website. You can see the dolphin logo there. Just click the link. There you go. And once you're here, just click this downloads. And once you click download, just scroll down until you see there MySQL Community GPL downloads. Click that one. And then select this MySQL installer for Windows. And after that, just leave it as it is. So the current version that we have right now is 8.0.34. This is for Windows. Now, you might be wondering, there's two options here. First is this MSI installer, which is a web community. This is an online installer. So if you click this, so as you can see, it has 2.4 megabytes of storage space that or file size. And it's basically an online installer, so if you run this, it will download necessary installation files before it can totally install the MySQL to your system. Now, for this second option, we have the community, just community, not web community. It has a bigger size, which is 331.3 megabytes, and yeah, this is an offline installer. It means you don't need internet once you download this installer. So I'm just gonna use this one. So I'm gonna click download. There you go. Then it would ask you to log in or sign up for a free account in Oracle. But I'm just going to click this no thanks. Just start my download. There you go. And as you can see, it's now downloading. But I downloaded mine earlier. So I'm just going to open this in a folder. So there you go. In my downloads folder, here's the MySQL. And I'm just going to double click this. Wait for the pop-up or the installation prompt. Here, so here's the installation prompt. It's preparing to install the MySQL to my system. So let's wait for it load. There you go. So the installation time for this really depends on your system, how powerful your device is, or how fast your device is. Now let's wait for it. Just gonna close one and this one too. So let's just wait for this to be installed. There you go. Now I have this prompt. Just gonna click yes. There you go. Another prompt. Just click yes. And there you go. MySQL installer 1.6. Now it will show us this options to choose what setup. You can choose server only. It's gonna install the MySQL server product. And then there's a client only, the client products. You can choose full and you can choose custom. For this, I'm just gonna, as you can see here, for the server only, it installs MySQL server. This type should be used if you want to deploy MySQL server, but will not deploy MySQL applications. But we're gonna use those applications. Let me just try to choose. So I'm just gonna install the full version here, so I can get the MySQL server, the shell, the router, and Workbench, just in case I'm gonna use them on the following days or the next time around. So I'm just gonna keep it full. But you can also choose custom, then select Workbench. So for this, I'm just going to use full. Click next. There you go. So they are all ready to install. Just execute it to be installed. There you go. So it's installing the server. As you can see, there's a progress check here. And then it's going to start with the MySQL server first, then followed by Workbench, shell, router, and I'll just wait for it to be done. Okay, so once you're done, you can get all the checks here. Just click next. And then just click next. I'm just going to keep this as it is. Click next. Here, you can use the recommended one. So it will ask us for a password later on. Please make sure to take note of your password. There you go. So we're going to do this. We need to set up our root password for our MySQL. Now, please do take note of your password here. Write it on a piece of paper and please keep it safe, because you will be needing it later on when we run or use MySQL as our database, okay? So I'm just gonna write my own here. There you go. So it says that it's weak, but I think that's fine already. You can choose a stronger password, but it's really up to you. Then I'm just gonna click next, and after that, just keep this as it is by default. There you go. I'm just gonna click this one, I'm just gonna keep it as it is. Grant full access to running the Windows servers. Then here, just click execute to execute all the steps. There you go. You will see check marks once it's done executing those specific steps. We're almost done, guys. So hang in there. There you go. So once you've got all the checks, just click finish and then click next. It's gonna configure it all. Then just click finish. Next. So username is root. So let's just key in our password. So you can see in here, provide the credentials that should be used. Requires root privileges. Just click yes. So let's try our password earlier that we assigned. Then check if it's correct. There you go. So it's just gonna check if we're able to connect to our server using the password that we just set earlier, using the username root. So our username is directly root. Don't forget about that. There you go. And then click next. See here, let's just execute those remaining steps by clicking execute button and click finish. There you go. So we're done completing it. Just click next. So the installation procedure has been completed. So we can copy this, but I'm not gonna copy that anymore. Just gonna click finish. Since the installation is complete, here, this one showed up. There you go. So Oracle is a registered trademark. There it goes. And now we have our MySQL running. So we're done installing our MySQL. So the next one is that we're going to add it to our environment path. So this should show up on your screen also. Welcome to MySQL Workbench. So we will be doing all our tutorials here. So I'm just going to click this one. I'm just going to close it for now. So the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to add our MySQL path to our environment. So to do that, I'm just gonna go ahead and open my file manager to this PC, to look up this C, and then go to program files. Gonna find it, MySQL here, then MySQL server 8.0 here, then just click bin, and then I'm just gonna copy this full path here, and then just search on your computer environment variables. It's actually in the control panel. So I'm just gonna open control panel. There you go. And I'm just gonna search here, environment. Here, we should click this one, edit the system environment variables. You will see this system properties. Just click environment variables. There you go. And under system variables, we'll click on path here. So you can see it in here. Then we're just gonna click somewhere else. Then click new, and then paste it here. The path of our MySQL server. There you go. Just click OK. Click OK to save it. And then we're done setting up. Just gonna close this one and this one too. So why do we need to add that MySQL server path to the path in environment variable? It's because it's simply just adding the MySQL server to the path in the environment variables allows us to access the MySQL commands from any location in the command prompt or the terminal without specifying the full file path. So you can just run it anytime. Okay? Or just simply you can run or execute our MySQL commands no matter where we are or where we open our terminals or our command prompts. Just basically that's it. So we're done. We're gonna open now our MySQL Workbench.